Have you ever wondered, why does a man's ability to achieve an erection gradually weaken after the age of 60, and is it really because of aging? I'm Dr. Samuel Grant, a specialist in senior male sexual health. After more than 3 decades of working in this field, I can tell you one simple but very important truth. Blood circulation is the key factor. And with the right adjustments, you can absolutely feel a noticeable difference in less than 30 minutes. No medication, no side effects, and most importantly, completely natural. Today, I want to introduce you to a formula I often use for my older patients. A drink made from just 4 simple ingredients, but combined based on solid physiological principles, helping to reactivate blood flow and improve sexual performance in a safe and proactive way. I have just one sincere recommendation. Watch this video until the very end. Because at the end, I'll share a small but extremely important preparation technique, the very trick that has made a difference for thousands of men before you. Oh, and by the way, what's your name and where in the world are you watching this video from? I'd love to know who I'm sharing this journey with. If you don't mind, please leave a greeting or your location in the comment section below. And if you find this content helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you won't miss the in-depth and practical advice designed especially for men's sexual health after 60. Finally, if you have any personal questions about sexual health, circulation, or energy, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll gather them and create a detailed video to answer them soon. Now let's begin with the first ingredient, the foundational element that can create a noticeable difference in just a few minutes. Ingredient 1. Beetroot, jump-starting circulation with natural nitric oxide. If I had to choose one ingredient as the foundation of this entire formula, beetroot is the first one I want you to remember. Not just because of its deep red color, but because it's one of the richest natural sources of nitrate, the raw material your body uses to produce nitric oxide, a key signaling molecule that helps dilate blood vessels and increase blood flow. Throughout my years working in the clinic, I've seen many older gentlemen walk in with a worried expression. They believe their testosterone is dropping, or that sexual decline is just something that happens with age. But what most of them don't realize is this. The real issue often isn't hormonal, it's poor circulation, especially in the small blood vessels leading to sensitive areas. When blood can't flow properly, even stable hormone levels won't be enough to maintain an erection. Shortness of breath, lowered libido, lack of confidence, all of it starts when blood can't reach where it needs to go. That's exactly why I include beetroot in this formula. Recent studies show that within just 30 minutes of drinking beetroot juice, nitric oxide levels in the blood can rise by up to 16%, an impressive number, especially considering it comes from a completely drug-free solution. And beetroot's benefits don't stop there. It helps lower blood pressure, increases oxygen delivery to the brain, supports liver detoxification, and enhances mental focus. In other words, you don't just feel stronger in the bedroom, you also feel sharper and more energized in everyday life. And the best part is we're only getting started. In the next section, I'll introduce you to a small but powerful ingredient, one that acts like a spark, activating your entire circulatory system, bringing warmth through your body, and awakening a sense of energy from deep within. Ingredient 2, cayenne pepper, the catalyst that ignites internal circulation. Once your blood vessels have been widened with beetroot, your body needs an extra push to drive blood flow more powerfully. And that's exactly where cayenne pepper comes in. This tiny spice, familiar in many home kitchens, contains a powerful compound called capsaicin, the very thing that gives it its signature heat, and also what stimulates your circulatory system almost instantly. I still remember one of my patients, Mr. Thomas, age 67, a former naval officer, solid build, healthy diet, regular workouts. But he once told me something I've never forgotten. "Doctor, it feels like the fire inside me has gone out." I suggested he try adding a bit of cayenne pepper to the beetroot formula. At first, he looked at me like I was joking. But just a week later, he returned with a beaming smile. "That feeling, it's back, and this time I can really feel it." What happened? It was the powerful vasodilation caused by capsaicin. It expands the capillaries, increases blood flow pressure, and creates a warm sensation that spreads throughout the body. When you feel that gentle heat rising in your chest or belly after drinking, that's your clearest sign the blood is flowing again. According to a 2017 study from Laval University in Canada, Capsaicin can increase nitric oxide levels in the blood by up to 24% in just minutes, and improve blood vessel function by more than 30% over a few weeks. An impressive result for a purely natural ingredient. But that's not all. Cayenne pepper also boosts metabolism, helps burn excess fat, reduces inflammation, and even relieves joint pain, all incredibly valuable benefits for older men trying to regain strength and flexibility. Let me be honest with you. This isn't a gentle ingredient. Even half a teaspoon is enough to send a warm flush through your entire body. But that very sensation is a sign your blood is waking up and your body is reactivating. And the even better news is we're still not done. In the next part, I'll introduce you to 2 natural amino acids that keep this blood flow going strong and steady, like an engine that never quits. Ingredient 3. L-arginine and L-citrulline, the dynamic duo for sustaining blood flow and vitality. Once you've opened up the vessels with beetroot and jump-started your circulation with cayenne pepper, the next critical step is to keep that flow strong, steady, and long-lasting. That's exactly where the amino acid duo, L-arginine and L-citrulline, plays its unique role. I often call them the biological turbo fuel. Not because they create a quick spike and disappear, but because they sustain circulation for hours, stable, consistent, like a finely tuned engine running smoothly. There's one case I'll never forget. Mr. Robert, 72 years old. A quiet man, introverted, but his eyes carried a sadness that words couldn't fully express. During our first consultation, he told me, "Doctor, I don't feel like a man anymore." And I knew he wasn't just talking about physical performance, he was talking about losing connection with himself. I started him on the full formula, combining beetroot, cayenne, and the key addition of L-arginine with L-citrulline. A few weeks later, he came back. He walked straighter, his voice was firmer, and he told me something that genuinely moved me. "Doctor, my wife noticed, and so did I." Physiologically, L-arginine is the raw material your body uses to make nitric oxide. But it breaks down quickly. That's why L-citrulline is added. It prolongs nitric oxide activity in the blood and regenerates arginine from within. When used together, these two create a powerful synergy that neither could achieve alone. One study published in the Journal of Sexual and Physiological Medicine found that men who used this combination improved erection hardness and duration by up to 68% in just a few weeks. A remarkable result for a drug-free solution. And the benefits don't stop there. L-arginine and L-citrulline also help relieve muscle soreness, improve heart function, boost physical stamina, and even enhance deep sleep. All crucial elements for building holistic health after 60. When blended with beetroot juice and a hint of cayenne, this amino acid duo transforms the drink into a fully functional circulatory system. Not a quick fix, but a foundation for truly lasting vitality. However, if your goal is not just to optimize blood flow, but also to balance hormones and support deep recovery after each performance, there's still one more ingredient naturally sweet, steeped in tradition, and carrying a hidden restorative power most people don't expect. Ingredient 4, pomegranate juice, the missing link for circulation, hormones, and vitality in older men. There's one juice that's both subtle and powerful, a drink that has appeared across cultures for centuries as a symbol of life and strength. That juice is pomegranate. Its deep crimson color doesn't just suggest vitality, it's packed with bioactive compounds especially beneficial for men over 60. I still clearly remember when I first began including pomegranate juice in nutritional protocols for my older patients. The initial reaction was often surprise. One elderly gentleman, Mr. Frank, looked at me puzzled and said, "Doctor, you must be joking. I thought pomegranate juice was for women." I smiled and replied, "That's exactly why your blood vessels haven't been cared for properly." What many don't realize is that pomegranate contains extremely high levels of polyphenols, a class of antioxidants that can cleanse blood vessels, stimulate nitric oxide production, and protect vessel walls from age-related damage. Multiple reputable studies have shown that just a few weeks of drinking pure pomegranate juice can increase nitric oxide levels by over 25%, reduce signs of arterial plaque buildup, and improve blood pressure. All critical for maintaining firm, consistent erections. But it doesn't stop there. Pomegranate also helps boost natural testosterone, reduce oxidative stress, and enhance physical stamina, flexibility, and recovery after exertion or intimacy. I often describe pomegranate as the final coat of armor for this powerful formula. Beetroot opens the blood vessels. Cayenne ignites the flow. L-arginine and L-citrulline sustain it. And pomegranate juice silently fortifies the whole system, ensuring that your sexual health doesn't fade with age. You see, pomegranate isn't just a pleasant-tasting drink. It's a natural functional food that older men should consider adding to their daily routine if they want to live with energy, control, and renewed confidence. Now at this point you might be asking, how exactly should I mix all these ingredients? What's the right dosage? When is the best time to drink it for maximum effect? That's exactly what I'll show you in the next part, where I guide you through a simple, effective, and science-backed formula that anyone can prepare at home, with results that speak for themselves when used properly and consistently. Part 2. How to prepare the right combination to optimize circulation and vitality in older men. By now, you already know each ingredient, from beetroot and cayenne pepper to the amino acid duo and pomegranate juice. But the secret doesn't just lie in the ingredients themselves. It's about how you combine and use them at the right time and in the right way to activate your full physiological potential. In fact, I've met many gentlemen who tried using these components separately but didn't get the results they expected. The reason? They were missing a complete formula and precise timing. Once I guided them through the correct sequence, dosage, and timing, the results were truly remarkable. Here is the complete preparation method, exactly the way I share it in my clinic. First, you need 2 medium-sized beets. Wash them thoroughly but keep the skin on because the peel also contains beneficial compounds. Slice thinly and blend with half a cup of filtered water. Blend until the mixture becomes thick, smooth, and deep red. This is your base to initiate nitric oxide production. Next, add half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper powder. Within minutes, you'll feel a gentle warmth spreading through your body. That's the sign your blood flow is being enhanced. Then, add 5 teaspoons of L-arginine and 5 teaspoons of L-citrulline in powder form. Stir well to dissolve. This is your endurance engine, helping the blood flow not only start strong but also stay stable for many hours. Finally, pour in half a cup of pure pomegranate juice, unsweetened, preservative-free, and not made from concentrate. Stir one last time. The pomegranate juice not only improves the taste, but also helps protect blood vessels and balance male hormones. How to use it? Drink it all at once, don't sip it slowly like a smoothie. Ideally, drink it on an empty stomach, about 30 to 45 minutes before you want an energy boost or before intimacy. You can take it daily for long-term support or as needed, depending on your health condition and personal goals. Many of my patients have reported improvements not just in intimacy, but also in mood, stamina, focus, and overall confidence. My dear friend, if you've made it to this part of the video, I believe what you're truly after is not just a drink recipe.